Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Fintry Kirk. We gather here today before God and before friends and family to witness the marriage of Eilidh and Colin.
The future and all that could be. Shadows turning into light, our eyes open wide. And when we're together, the world comes alive. Every color shining so bright. The hope that we hold, the story unfolds. Together we find we'll get there one day at a time. Up in the clouds, reaching the stars from the ground. Lost in this garden.
Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. And now faith, hope, and love abide, these three. And the greatest of these is love.
The story unfolds, together we find we'll get there one day at a time. One day at a time. We'll get there one day at a time. When we're together, the world comes alive.
Love and marriage are truly one of God's greatest gifts. We each have the potential to love and to grow that love by sharing it with someone else. And so by giving ourselves selflessly to one another, we make ourselves stronger and our lives that much richer.
We'll get there one day at a time. One day at a time. We'll get there one day at a time. When we're together, the world comes alive. Every color shining so bright. The hope that we hold, the story unfolds. Together we find we'll get there one day at a time.
Marriage is about giving and taking and doing lots of decision making. Kissing and loving, pushing and shoving, caring and sharing, screaming and swearing. It's all about being together, whatever the weather, and being driven to the end of your tether. When the dinner's gone cold or the sheep have not sold, it's about not giving up even when you grow old. It's about sweetness and kindness and wisdom and blindness. It's about being strong when you're feeling weak and saying nothing when you're dying to speak. It's about being wrong when you know you're right. It's about giving in before there's a fight. So love each other and embrace this life, for you are now husband and a farmer's wife.
Before God
Before God
and in the presence of our family and friends,
and in the presence of our family and friend,
I, Colin,
I, Eilidh,
declare my love for you, Eilidh,
declare my love for you, Colin,
and I give myself to you as your husband.
and I give myself to you as your wife.
I promise you my love,
I promise you my love,
my loyalty,
my loyalty,
and my trust,
and my trust,
as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Eilidh, I give you this ring,
Colin, I give you this ring,
in God's name,
in God's name,
as a symbol as all we have,
and a symbol that all that we have,
and all we shall share.
and all that we shall share.
I therefore declare you to be husband and wife, in the name of God who is love. You may kiss your wife. Ladies and gentlemen, your bride and groom. Follow up.
In all seriousness, coming here today reminds me of my own wedding. The end of the summer in a marquee, surrounded by good friends and family. 35 years later on, some advice on how to have a long and happy marriage. Always recognise who the boss is. Always do what the boss asks you or what she tells you to do. Admit that she is right even when she's not. Eat whatever she puts down to you with a smile on your face. On that note, can I ask you all to be upstanding and raise a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs. Mundells.
We found love, we won't let go. In the twilight of the night, see the colors burst in the sky. Watch the world fade away.
I'd like to thank my new mother and father-in-law, Sally and Robert. You have both raised a beautiful daughter, and I am very grateful for you allowing me to marry her today. Eilidh, you are the most beautiful, hard-working person. I am forever grateful for everything you do for me, between your own work, cooking, cleaning, and helping with sheep, and of course, the absolute fantastic job you do of bringing up Rudy. Everyone here will agree with me what a fantastic job you are doing with him.
I'd just like to start by congratulating Colin and Eilidh on their special day. I'm sure everyone will agree with me that Eilidh's looking gorgeous. Colin wouldn't be the man he was today if it wasn't for Eilidh and their amazing son Rudy. They make an unbeatable team and always seem to be living their best life. I'm just so excited to see what the future holds for the best wee family about. Finally, I would just like to ask everyone to raise a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs. Mundells.